Terry, who donated $5 and says, I was in the GA section with Marnie, Poppy in their group and they drowned out. The pies nuffs was so glorious. Bounce that pill. Thank you so much for the kind memberships and donations, everybody. I appreciate it very much, Lee.
Well done. You just handled that. And
I'm a professional Twitch streamer. I'm just in hiatus.
And look at that, Ryan, Reese. Why can't I read?
Reese, thank you very much, Reese.
Can I tell you something that's going to be really difficult for me?
Yeah.
I'm such like a fidgeter and a picker. Like that's why I have to have like fake nails. Otherwise I just rip all my nails off. It's going to be so hard not to rip.
The humdingers.
Like because I can see it on the two of yours and all I want to do is.
Yeah, Beck Petratus made them.
Yeah, she
I know,
said to me
and they're beautiful. They're absolutely gorgeous.
She said she'd gone overboard yesterday and she was going to take it off.
Oh, yeah. Can I do it? Can I
Let her
rip
know.
it off?
You might have a fun. You could Twitch that. People would love that.
I need to get a fidget ring.
Picking stuff off. Do you know Liam? He's a picking.
Very good.
That's very good.
Godwolf wins hottest 100 from Big W.
Thank you, Big W. That's a deep cut.
You wouldn't know it at home, but there's something different about Tom today. And you wouldn't know. He's wearing pants.
And where are they from?
From Johnny B.
Woohoo! Give us a 12.
There they are.
We've got a shot of Marnie and your elbow coming in and out as you do your 12. It's not working. Oh, there we go. You see, this is the little bonus. Some people say, why would I tune into the live stream when I don't get anything special? Well, sometimes you get a 35-year-old man pulling up his pants, spinning around in a circle screaming.
So you wouldn't know this, but these are actually called chinos. So they're sort of like jeans, but sort of like pants.
Yeah, they are.
I've never felt more fury in my life.
At the chinos comment?
Chinos.
Yes.
Oh,
because a chino is a pant.
yeah, that's what I...
No, that's fair. I just was trying to do a riff on the fact that it's the first time I've ever bought chinos.
Someone said, I thought we all agreed no hats. And look, what is this shit?
Who said no hats? I would never do that. I'm bald.
Because Paddy doesn't like it. As a producer, it's really bad because it hides the light from our face.
Can't see your eyes.
Yeah, great. Hide my face.
I want to see your eyes.
But that doesn't happen
I'm
with
going to
me.
just talk like this without infuriate you, Paddy.
Yes.
It's the worst for pulling thumbnails. I'm always in video. I don't mind it.
Yeah,
too
but we
much,
don't even put, like, when was the last time you used a thumbnail of me? I can wear a cap.
Yeah.
No. No caps.
No caps.
Can I wear a bracket?
All right, let's do this.
You gave me this cap to put on my head.
Round 20.
Can I keep it on there for real? No.
Yeah, if you'd like.
I'm not taking mine off.
You have a beanie on though. It looks silly.
I just need to check does my hair look okay, team, or do I put my cap back on?
Oh, well,
Looks
let's
great.
see. Donate $50 if you think Marnie's hair looks good.
Oh my God, can we do it? Donate $50 so I can get a haircut.
Oh, was it for how far away from a haircut would that be? Like $150 away though? Like how much is a haircut?
Yeah,
$60 these days for a trim, right?
for trim. I would budget like I reckon $100. Because I saw a photo of me the other day and I was like, oh my God, that looks so ratty. I do need to get a cut.
Looks great.
Thank you, but I would also like money to get a haircut.
Yeah, sure. We need money to have a haircut. Looks awful.
Oh my God, someone's just saying, what about Tom for a haircut?
Haircut, Tom?
Okay, give us money so we can all get a haircut.
Yeah, clearly I need
All right,
one too.
I'm starting now.
Sure.
Round 20 approaching faster than a pasta. My name's Broden. This is the Footy Pod. The whole gang's back. That means it's time to... Money.
Bounce that pill.
Very good. Oh, faster than a pasta. Do you know, have you ever been to Faster Pasta?
No.
It was when I was a lad, particularly in Adelaide, a pasta chain restaurant that did pasta quick. That was their whole thing. And I think they're gone now. Maybe there's one or two that remain. It's beside the point. Welcome back, Tom.
Welcome
Thank
back,
you.
Tom.
Thank you.
How was your illness?
Yeah, good. Thank you for asking.
I mean, I've done a podcast with you since.
Yeah, we've done two since.
And welcome back, Paddy, who has been ill. And good to see you, mate. I've missed in the corner. You may know that I've not said anything correct for a week and a half. It's because I usually go over and Paddy goes yes or no. But now, everything, Ozzy Osbourne is alive. Wrong. No, okay. See, that's an example of it. Marnie, hello.
Hello. I went to trivia this week. Do you want to hear a trivia question?
Yeah.
Firstly, what was your group's name, your team's name?
Oh, no. One of them listens to this.
Was
the
it
Little
funny?
Spice Corner, maybe.
The Little Spice Corner. Not a pun.
No. I'm going to say Little Spice Corner.
That's fun.
What day in history recorded the most long distance phone calls?
9,
11. September 11, 2001.
long distance phone calls. Is it recent?
We already said the answer.
Was it 9/11?
It's 9/11, yeah.
Oh, my day has arrived.
Yeah. As soon as it came up, I was like, I'm going to tell Broden.
Broden, good news, good news. Great to see everyone. What a big week in football it's been. Controversies everywhere, Marnie.
Yeah, wherever you look.
Tribunes. There's some debutants this week, which we'll get into the news. In fact, shall we just do it?
Yep.
It's time for the news. With Chief Football Reporter, Quill Award-winning journalist Marnie Vinyl. Hit it.
Dad put in $10 for a haircut. He'd be complaining about my taxes all day.
News. That's what we say here. Marnie brings the news. And let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a very exciting... I mean, we've seen a lot of debuts this year. Essendon have had 243. Gold Coast have had 4, I think. But Tom, you're debuting this weekend.
Thank you so much for bringing it up, Marty. I have so many questions. We need to discuss it.
How
Is
do
now
you
the
kick
right
a football?
time? Yeah. How do you
Explain
kick
who
a
are you
football?
debuting for.
So I'm playing for the Animals. Paddy, who are they again?
He doesn't know.
Oh, Wattle Park Animals.
See, he knows. The Wattle Park Animals playing with Shrey and Checkers and Blake Pavey.
They're
and
going to
Kados.
love that.
Well, I don't think they will once they see me run out. But I need the audience's help. One, it's going to be raining. So I think I need boots. So who
No,
can...
you need boots irrespective.
No
So-
matter, even a pitch perfect day, you still need boots.
Who can
Running out
donate me
barefoot.
boots? I'm not buying a pair of boots, I don't think, unless I can get like some hookup from Rebel Sport, if anyone works at Rebel Sport. But I need like someone to donate like a size 12 men's. Okay, so that's the first thing we need.
What size foot is Ben Brown?
Triple B.
Yeah.
I would imagine off a guess 18.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
you reckon massive?
Okay.
But I'll ask.
Yeah.
I can ask him.
So
Okay.
I need someone to donate me boots. The next thing is I need someone to tell me what position to play.
Won't the coach tell you?
Is there a coach? I don't know. Checkers hasn't told me
Is
anything.
Checkers the coach?
Checkers might be the
I
coach.
don't think you get to just choose. I mean, maybe you do. Where would you want to play? Ruck?
I think fullback would be good because
Yeah.
apparently Oakley, who
Yes.
we're playing, is the worst team in the league. So maybe fullback. So
I know you. You'd be dropping knees in like that Darcy
that
Moore and
Darcy
Stephen
Moore.
May.
Sorry to interrupt, but that just reminded me. So
Yeah.
my friend that I went to the Collingwood Fremantle game with, Darcy Moore was in a long sleeve shirt, and she just like very cheekily at the start of the game was like, oh, "Betty's in a long sleeve because he doesn't think he's going to do a lot of running today playing Fremantle."
Uh-oh. That was her fault.
Anyway, sorry, keep going.
And the next thing I need is for people to write in all the things I will have forgotten.
Just-
like, do I need to get a mouth guard?
Just slow down. How did this happen? Tell us how this happened.
If you listen to Wacky Willy Wednesday, which of course every single person tuning in today did,
Yeah.
it played out in real time. But I'm going to play for the Wattle Glen Animals with Checkers and Stray from
Wattle
Marmalade.
Park.
Wattle Park.
It's like
Wattle Glen Station.
It's like
yeah,
Kako
that's
showing up. I'm going to play for the Mooney Ponds Bombers. What are you talking?
It's going to be funny. You can come along, although it's 95% chance of rain, but please come down. It's 11:30 in Oakley, and we're going to go get a kebab afterwards. Should be fun. I'm so sorry.
The content's going to be amazing.
I just did the most cardinal sin of all.
What?
As if I'm going to Oakley to get a kebab.
What are you talking about?
What do you get in Oakley?
A souvlaki.
Of course.
That's so silly of me.
Oh.
But I do need people to write in and give me advice, like legitimately,
Like,
because I have no idea what's going to happen to me.
I'm so upset that I'm going to be in Newcastle.
Yeah, I thought you were going to cancel your Newcastle show to come.
Wait, so sorry. Sunday,
Saturday.
Saturday. Oh, Essendon are playing at 9:30 at Windy Hill. I guess I can come after.
Yeah, I think you should come after.
Don't go all the way to Oakley. You know.
In the
I
95%
don't
of
have a
rain,
car.
it's 9 degrees.
Here's the thing about YouTubers. This will be on the internet 10 minutes later.
Yeah.
That's true, actually. But I want to achieve. I want to make a sign.
Yeah, Checkers is going to give me one of his jerseys with his number on it, so I'm going to be cosplaying as Checkers. It's going to be very
This
fun.
is so insane.
If anyone listening wants to come and make a sign,
Yeah, my
that would be
family's
so
coming,
fun.
including
Oh my God,
my...
yeah, let's get all our listeners to come down and be a little cheer squad
Yep,
for you,
my
and then you get no
father-in-law's coming.
minutes.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, yeah, can I sit on the bench? That's a good idea.
you can, but listen,
They
you,
won't want you to.
you haven't played since literally
Grade 6.
so 2000, like since
2001,
9/11.
yeah, since 9/11. So it's been 23 years.
Okay, so
I
there's
want
a-
to put up that funny photo of me as in the grade 6
I love
football
that
picture as well. I'll
photo.
do that tomorrow.
you have like obviously low expectations, right?
I would like to handball the ball once. That's my thing. I don't want to kick the ball. I want to handball it.
But
But
like
you
what?
want to do fullback.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to touch
I'll
it.
take a clanger though. I'll take a massive fucking
Wait.
specky.
What if you're I'm scared if you're incredible, because like what if you could have been, you know, like an incredible like mid-sized forward.
Nah, I'm on a diet right now, which is the VLE diet, which is the very low energy diet. So the chances of me running further than like 200 meters before I collapse.
Very low energy, so you would be good for Essendon. You know. Sorry, Marnie.
So yeah, it's going to be a disaster, but I think it's fun. I think you all should come and please legitimately message the Footy with Broden Kelly and tell me what I need to prepare.
If you can't get boots, firstly,
Someone's going to give me boots,
but
right?
you go wear them in, because otherwise you're in big trouble.
But someone will lend me boots, won't they?
Does Johnny Big do them?
Like, do I have to? Because I have good runners.
No, you can't wear runners, Tom.
You can't wear runners.
Then I need someone to drop some boots off to Brunswick.
This is like
before Saturday.
This is like the other on the day when we shot the trailer for this year. We were at the front of the MCG and we had a beautiful leather football.
Yeah.
And Tom on the concrete just bouncing it, and Patty and I go, oh yeah, none of that. There's just core football knowledge that just hasn't been built into you.
Yeah.
And you're about to step on on a competitive football field.
Yeah.
You must be wearing boots.
What are the chances of me getting a concussion?
None.
Because also the last time I played footy, in high school, I broke my leg.
What?
Yeah, I was involved in that. We don't have to
Did you
talk
do
about
it? Did you break his leg?
No.
Not quite.
Well, he broke his leg. He rolled his ankle.
Yeah, and it snapped.
And then
Because someone gave me an elbow in the chest and I sort of went off on my side and then tried to land and snap
and
my
he
leg.
kind of just walked off and laid down and put his hand on his head just like he was sunbathing. So I threw a football at him.
And I was lying on the ground going, my best friend's throwing a football at me while my leg's broken. What a nice person. Then I stumbled home. I walked home.
And
do
then
you
your
mean you walk?
mum wouldn't take him to the hospital.
Yeah, my mother wouldn't take me to the hospital because it was the Australian Idol grand final. But like at 11 p.m, we eventually were like, oh, my ankle's the size of a melon. Maybe we should go to the hospital.
Oh my God.
And I'm trying to take my shoe off to check the size. Is that a good idea?
No.
I don't think so.
Wait, oh.
It says Vans. Is that the size?
Oh my God.
13.
Yeah, I was going to
Okay.
say you're not a 12. Put the shoe back on.
US men 13.
The shoe back on.
Brunswick.
the shoe
Stupid old
fucking
studios
back on.
is where I need the shoes to.
Thanks for leading with the news. We've got to move on, Marnie. But yes, it'll be great.
Well, speaking about loose elbows, guess what I accidentally did at the AFLW season launch? I was fucking around with the balls that they put on the table, and I like dropped one, so I like chased it as it rolled away and got back and I elbowed Laura Kane. I literally was like,
Tell me there's footage of this.
no, that's not footage of because I went to just like naturally for like there's like I elbowed someone. I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. And then I look up and Laura Kane's face is right. I was like, and she was like, it's so fine.
Was it high?
It was like her chest.
Was it careless?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Wasn't severe though.
So put it into the rubric. So what is it? Careless, mid, not high. What's the other one?
Was there much damage?
No. Just
Then
emotional.
I think you're getting a
Fine.
fine. Yeah.
reputational.
Fine. That's funny, but
Yeah, I thought it was very funny.
might go straight to the tribunal though. That's exciting though. Now you've got to get
Yeah.
Greg Swan. You got to get them all now. Just really assert dominance on the whole league. Great.
Did you say anything about the this? It was the media launch. It wasn't
Yes.
the official AFLW
Yeah, I was
season
hurt.
launch.
But there'll look to be a lot of fruit. And then it also thought, for a minute, I saw all the stars of W and I thought they were all playing for the Gold Coast because they put them in an AFLW red Guernsey.
Yeah, charged coral. The AFLW colours are charged coral.
Oh, is that a colour?
Yes.
I thought it was a
It's like
player I
it's the
didn't know.
AFLW branding is charged coral. It's like a joke within all of us.
I like that.
Not orange, it is charged coral. And they match it with
Buzzwords.
purple just to give you a migraine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
love
was like when I was in the band for Coles MasterCard, they made my suit out of the Coles red, where there's a very specific like 155, not whatever, like that
Yeah.
is the Coles red.
Yeah.
So charged coral is the official W.
I love that.
But yeah, I saw Lily Mithen in her Gold Coast stuff when I first arrived. It's so strange seeing there's some players that it's just going to take me a while who have changed clubs to fully register that they've changed clubs. Like she's so Melbourne to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's back in the old in the starting days of W. Everyone moved like was musical chairs for a bit there, and there's like players from Melbourne who I loved who by the time they finished were at like 14 different clubs.
Libby Birch has 3 premierships at 3 different clubs.
Yeah. Incredible.
Isn't that is incredible? But did you see, and I hopefully not, but the footage of Jazz Garner, her first kick? So they wanted to, so they were like, we're going to recreate the first ever AFLW goal. And they had like all these fireworks.
Looks sick.
It was very cool, but she went to a practice one and it just like completely shanked it. Like she's 20 meters out right in front and it just like she shanks it and so it goes straight through the behind with fireworks going up. It was genuinely like hilarious.
That is
but it
so
was
funny.
like but it was so disappointing because it's like Jazz Garner is the best player in the competition by far. But like that should have been footage that is very funny and that we could use, but we can't trust anyone outside.
No.
Like if that goes on the internet, everyone will be
So was everyone?
Horrible.
Did they have to give in the hard drives that's gone now?
yeah. Everyone's like, they took all our phones,
That's
locked
great.
them up. No, and then she kicked it again. Obviously, it went through and they had the fireworks. It was
That's such a
very
cool shot, I thought.
The pressure would have been on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's very fun, I think, just like leaning into all of that like romantic elements of the opener. I've been doing interviews for it and I'm so excited, but like all these players have been so generous. I've been sitting down with players for like over an hour. And so now I have like genuinely 40,000 words of content.
Did anyone really take you by surprise with how interesting they were?
Well, even Jazz is like, I sat down with her today and I'm
The
so
new
excited
captain of
to,
North?
yeah, she is going to be the new, she is now the new captain taking over for Emma Carney, which is very new era of AFLW. Like Carney not being captain is so, it makes me feel very old. But even just like, she's quite quiet, I think, when she does media, but like sitting with her and just being like having a chat for like, I think I was with her for like maybe 40 minutes. And I was like, that is really, I feel very privileged that I get to do this.
Yeah, it's cool.
It is very cool. This is not news, more opinion based, and it feels like so long ago that we that this happened. But I thought it was so funny. being at the Fremantle Collingwood game, and every time Patrick Voss got the ball, someone would turn to me and go, I bet you hate seeing that. I was like, are you joking? I love seeing that. Like,
Yeah?
it makes me so happy
because-
that, like, well, one,
He got delisted by Essendon, for those who don't know.
yeah, so he was picked up in 2022, was on Essendon's list for 2 years, never debuted, and then was delisted. And he kicked 6 goals for Fremantle on Sunday. And it's kind of like, well, that's the fault of Essendon's list manager. And if anything, it's like holding the people at Essendon to account to their choices. But even like I had, there's been a lot of like commentary around him after that game in Essendon circles. And there's a lot of, well, it was like an attitude problem that he had when he was on Essendon's list, and he was kind of like a big like partier. And I'm not saying this
Right.
is fact. I'm saying this is what the fans are saying,
Yeah.
speculation. But I think that there's something that it just got me thinking that I think it's really cool to see players properly mature, and I think a second chance would definitely do that. Like if you're delisted from a club and then you get a chance at a second club, like yes, he might suit Fremantle's systems and environment a lot better, but I think that there is also something in, well, he's probably like kicked his own ass a little bit.
Yeah.
100%.
Wake up call.
Yeah.
Fremantle are very good at picking up second chance players. I can't believe Oscar McDonald is still playing. Like it does, because he played at Melbourne over a decade ago. Feels like to me, and as well as Wagner, who was on their team as well as an ex-Melbourne player. They seem to pick up people on second chance. Both of those players, when they left the D's, I know Oscar went past Carlton, but they when they finish, you're like, okay, they're done now. But Fremantle clearly have done really well with both of all three of them in particular.
Yeah. And what's the alternative? He's not in the system at all? Like,
Yeah.
it's so cool. I also wrote here, and then the argument is, well, don't you hate seeing him kick 6 when he could be kicking 6 at your club? And I said, no, because he would be in rehab if he was still at my club.
Yeah, that's what happens there. Which the Essendon Football Club are going to part ways with their physio, their sports person,
The
High
head of
performance
high
sports
performance,
person, the high performance manager. Yeah, so that's interesting.
Yes.
Cool.
Charlie Curnow. Oh, my God. The Blues are going through it this week.
Yeah,
Charlie Curnow is open to a trade, is what is being reported to either Gold Coast, Sydney or Geelong. He's one player, like Lily Mithen, like I can't see him in other colours. It just doesn't make sense in my head. Even like all of the like bad Photoshop, I should say bad Photoshop, all the Photoshop jobs that people have been doing, putting him in different colours. I'm like, nah, it doesn't look right.
I was thinking around this. My hot take, if I may, is whoever leaked it this week, whether it was player managers or a club, whoever, if I was Curnow, or if it was Curnow, which I doubt, but this is like, I think at Carlton, there's no player more loved and more deserving of a week of just talk about them than Sam Doherty. And now this whole week in his lead up to his final game tomorrow has just been about where he's going. And I'm like, that sucks, because that guy genuinely needs to be lauded and spoken about ad nauseum this week. And now it's just about Curnow maybe wanting to go or maybe go somewhere. I thought that was annoying.
No,
and
that's
I think
a very good point.
I think Curnow would probably feel really embarrassed about it.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I mean, for the players and also for the fans. Like, it's a very big moment for them.
Do you see that footage of Cripps, Doherty talking about Cripps? Holy, yeah. Whew.
Yeah, and because I was kind of like, had these, was thinking about these thoughts. Sorry. I was I already written this before I saw this, that vision that, you know, he's been a captain, a club best and fairest, all Australian honours, but there is like such a touch of sadness with players like him that he never got the premiership.
Yeah.
And because that's what he spoke about in that video with Cripps. So like he's apologising to Cripps, so they never got that moment together.
Yeah.
And he's just like, yeah, if you think about all the walks that they would have done together, being like, everything that we are enduring now is for the thing that we are going to get later. It's for the other side of the rainbow or whatever. And so, yeah, him retiring without a premiership is just like, that's kind of, there is a sense of sadness to that.
That was brutal. That's brutal. But like no one would walk out more loved than him, I don't think.
No.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think I need to mention it because everyone would be very familiar with him. But if, of course, just a refresher that he's been cancer twice in his AFL career and had multiple serious surgeries. Carlton themselves said that he is resilience personified.
Hell yeah. I'm sure if he will be kept, if he wants to, he will continue to be around that club. If not media, if not another club. Like, Yeah.
He's funny too. The
he?
Besties put out a video just of like Doc Core, and I thought it was really funny.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
just like constantly him, them asking him to sing and stuff, and him being like, no. Didn't do it justice. He did it in a very like endearing, like loving way. But yeah, so he will play his final game at the MCG against Hawthorn this Thursday night, and then the club will have a tribute in their next home game against Gold Coast on August 9th.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
Marcus Bontempelli signed a 4-year contract extension with the Western Bulldogs. Another player that is like, I can't see him anywhere else, and I don't think he could see himself anywhere else. I love that he leaned into that as well. I don't know whether you've seen it much of the social media
Weird TikTok.
videos. Yeah, like him pulling a Collingwood Guernsey out of the box, and you're like, ugh.
You say bacon and avocado, and then they slowed it down. He said, "Did you think I was leaving?"
Oh, yeah, I've seen that trend.
Yeah,
That's
so
great.
it's a trend.
Oh,
So you say bacon avocado, and then say something, slow it down.
he's on the telly right now
It's Buntwell.
in his finest work, which is the Cash Converters ad.
But
Yeah,
so
that's
he's
good for them.
on like 1.3 million a year with that deal, where emerging young talent are being offered around 2 million a year. So he would have genuinely given up millions of dollars to stay at the Western Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's why he needs to go to Cash Converters for all his stuff. He also said that he'd like to play with Zach Butters. Hot
Yeah.
take. He was very open for once. So that's cool. I think Bulldogs can't get Butters. That's unfair.
Oh, it's just, them and their midfielders.
They have
Like,
something like
go get a defender, mate.
they have like they have an immense amount of top 10 picks and even more top 20 picks.
Yeah.
They're so stacked. They can't have Zach Butters.
Yeah, but
they
then-
can have Zach Margarine.
Very good. Zach Flora.
Gold Coast star Daniel Rioli will undergo
Mm.
surgery on his fibula and will be unavailable for several weeks.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, really
Yeah.
brutal.
Oh, wow.
That's really
What
brutal.
happened? Oh, because he got subbed out, didn't he?
Mm.
Yeah, brutal. Fuck.
That is really bad.
That's really, really bad. Although it is one of the parts of the team where they are the strongest, so hopefully easiest to patch up. Like maybe Powell steps into that role a bit and Noble and Powell just do it instead. But still brutal because he's been one of our best for sure.
You listening, Dimmer? That's what you do.
Just potentially, you know?
Did you see the Finn McGuinness stuff?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so he went to hospital in Hobart, and he's still in Tasmania. Going to have to remain in Tasmania for ages, having surgery on his lacerated kidney. But it seemed really bad. Like I saw one report that said he lost like half his blood overall in the surgery. Yeah, like it's he's just going to have to remain in Tasmania for a while. Makes me feel
Oh no.
Awful. He could get on the boat, couldn't he? Oh, he can't travel.
I don't think he can travel yet.
So is this a bit like when Track did this very similar thing, right? Yeah. So awful stuff. Life endangering stuff.
Yeah, but in good news for Hawthorn, they're going to regain Will Day for Thursday night's clash with Carlton. I'm very excited about
that's
That
this.
is
quick.
huge.
Yeah.
That is massive.
It is. What a perfect time to get back Day as well.
Yeah. What are you predicting? 36 and a goal is my tip. Straight back in, straight to
2
form.
goals.
2 goal, 36 and 2.
Yep.
Who are they playing?
Carlton.
Yeah. 36 and 4.
Okay.
He's trying to one up. He's doing prices right over here. Yeah, great.
Yeah,
Welcome
but
back.
he's been
Will Day.
riddled with so many injuries. I just want to
Yeah.
tap all the wood possibly can.
Oh,
I know we talked about it last week, but I do think that there's a lot of threads to pull with another AFL player being cited for using homophobic language. So this is VFL, Sydney Swans player Riak Andrew, who said this in a VFL game. He used the same slur that they all have used against North Melbourne, and the issues with the AFL integrity team. You can imagine that it's going to be quite a lengthy ban. Jack Graham's was a 3-week ban that we talked about last week, and as we saw last year, every ban just increased. And I loved Hester Brown's friend of the pod and just friend. She had a TikTok that just said, if you want AFL players to stop using these slurs on the field, they'll need to stop using them in the change rooms, which is exactly what we talked about last week. I did like Paul Roos on the ABC podcast saying that there is a positive with all of the players of opposing teams just calling it out straight away. And I was kind of like, yeah, that's what we said last year. Isn't that getting a bit like ho-hum? But I was thinking about it, and I do think that the player code seems to be very strong. Like they will never talk badly about each other in tribunals. Like one can cuss another and they wouldn't talk badly about each other. So to be citing a fellow player, I do think that they are taking it seriously, actually. I do think that is a genuine positive sign that we can kind of take from it. And I know that I also have a Sydney Swans echo chamber and a lot of people that I admire and like a lot online are Sydney Swans fans, but the Sydney Swans fans were really strong, like genuinely seemed really hurt and disappointed. I mean, Polly Porridge had some great tweets, Alex Donnelly. I don't know who Lockie McCurdy goes for, but I'm going to put him in the Sydney Swans basket because he's Swans and GWS.
Yeah.
He had a great TikTok about it, but obviously the big... Wait, before I talk about the Qatar thing, which I will talk about, Rosie Delaney I also want to... just talk about, so she has some fantastic commentary within the...
Rosie Delaney, yeah. Yeah, I know Rosie, yeah.
Oh, great, yeah. Has some fantastic commentary within the queer sports space, and she's a diehard Sydney fan. And she had a thread that did the rounds in my sphere, really calling for Andrew to be sacked, saying that a slap on the wrist wasn't enough. And I'm just going to read this. So this is what she said. Players need to see genuine consequences for this behaviour that won't be tolerated in any other workspace. In the grand scheme of things, a slap on the wrist means nothing. Weeks, a fine, both. All that does is make them regret that they got caught. Real punishment, like you're being told you're no longer welcome at the club, shows how incredibly unacceptable it is to behave this way. The Swans are about to play the annual Pride game. If we have a player who is serving the slap on the wrist suspension while that is happening, how can it seem like anything more than rainbow washing? It can alienate LGBTQIA fans from sincerely believing there's an interest in making them feel safe and welcome at the club and in footy at all. And I do think that there is a very interesting element to it being a Swans player because their Pride game is next week, and there's almost like all of these people that I saw almost like happy that they got to like call out the hypocrisy of it being a Swans person, and almost like Leaf being like, see, even though you're like woke Swans club. And then a lot of people obviously calling out the Qatar sponsorship, although I don't think doing it in a very progressive way, because I think a lot of people will also take a bit of joy in not actually holding the club accountable for their Qatar sponsorship, but rather just spamming Swans fans with the Qatar sponsorship and almost like being like, how can you support Pride when your club has a sponsorship with Qatar Airways? And like, absolutely, yes. Like no one has ever said don't hold the club to account for that. Like if they're going to have a sponsorship with Qatar Airways and you know, the place that has persecution for gay people, then yeah, that should be brought up in every single conversation that Swans ever have around Pride. But the club should have to answer for that, not the fans who are pro-gay people.
Yeah,
it's really frustrating to me. Also because all of the people that I mentioned have also been really critical of the Qatar sponsorship. It's not like they've been like, oh yeah, just ignore that. They've never said that. They've said, yeah, that sucks. Hold the club to account. And because it is a really conflicting thing. Like it's I don't know how to really like handle it or like speak about it, because I'm obviously very pro Pride. I'm flying to Sydney for that game because I'm so excited. They're playing Essendon in it. Like I love that they do so much work in the Pride space. No other club is really doing what Swans are doing. But at the same time, they have a sponsorship with Qatar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you're exactly right in all of that. I feel like if I was a Swans fan or even Swans people, it's how can you talk about that and also be sponsored by Qatar? You can and you should even be even louder. And it's by them doing one thing does not mean that everyone else has to shut up. And I hate whataboutism. Like I think absolutely go loud and go hard. Rosie, it's great words from Rosie. Last time I saw Rosie in person was after the grand final at the MCG. She came down and she was sitting up against the post, and I walked up and I said, and she was just staring into the horizon after seeing her team not kick a goal for half. And I went, I'm so sorry. She said, I don't know where I am. She doesn't come down to Melbourne. But yes, Rosie, yeah. But yes, no, all well said, absolutely. And I feel like if I was a 22-year-old boy and I'd learn all these words at school and I was saying them, and then I was the front page of the news for saying them, I would Me personally, never say it again.
Yeah.
And also, if I saw happen to my friend and like there was the chance of it ruining my football career, I would never say it again. And while it continues to happen, surely it has to be having reverberations. Surely, well, I hope it does at least. Well said.
Yeah.
Not me. Well said, by the way. I wasn't just saying.
You know what? Well said, Broden.
But yes, yes. Well said, Marns.
Yeah. Also, I find it interesting all that like moral confliction happens like so often, and we need to be able to deal with it better than just the way that people are like kind of using it as kind of, what's the word when you like try and catch someone out?
Yeah, like a gotcha.
A gotcha. Yeah. Rather like we can actually have interesting conversations about this, because even like we see it in the gambling space. Like obviously we don't take gambling money, but there is a conversation that to be, you know, like a lot of creators that we like and are friends with and people that we respect in the industry take gambling money.
Everyone's circumstance is different. You're like, unless you're in their position, you don't know what you're doing. And like, I always make a point of I don't begrudge someone for taking gambling money because I don't know their circumstances. Yeah, and like I begrudge people who are in a position where they are set an example for younger people or whatever, and have the chance or the opportunity to not take that money, and then choose to take it when they don't need to. That's when the
name one.
point.
No, just kidding.
But I'll also say, like, if you really want to drill down on it, I think the majority stakeholder in Virgin Australia is Qatar. So if you're on
The whole league,
Yes.
So I mean, like, it's so they're there.
Well, I mean, I really do think you can lift the lid on probably every single sponsorship.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just open the bonnet.
Except the ones of this shit. I'm just kidding. Speaking of swans, Greg Swan, the new AFL performance boss, wants to shave 7 minutes off matches, bringing them back to 120 minutes, which was the average time of games in 2016. The average game times in 2025 have increased to a record 127 minutes and 21 seconds. And I agree. Make them shorter.
It is so long.
So games are getting longer. That's
100%.
Really?
And so that's all to do with the dead time. So when the clock is stopped. So stoppages, boundary throw-ins, kick-ins, recalled bounces, score reviews, if out of bounds on the full, 50-metre penalties, downfield free kicks, if someone has to go off for the blood rule, like all of this, when they stop for players, like all of this contributes to the games being longer. And even things like xxxx warnings have just it's all just meant, because even if you're just like, okay, cool, so a boundary throw in takes roughly 25 seconds, but if you've got a bunch of them in a quarter, suddenly that's an extra 2 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it needs to be so much shorter. There's most games this year, Thursday and Fridays, like I go to bed before the game's ended, and that is because I'm 48. But also like yeah, it's so like 10:30 at night. You're watching a game still happening.
Yeah. But when you go to a W game and it just sort of ends and you're like, oh,
Jesus.
I still
they
have
wrap
energy.
them up
I
within
still
2
have life.
hours.
Yeah.
I can just do other things in my day.
Yeah, it's nice.
But the truth is, the longer a game goes, the more ad space, the more money. The more time you're spending on screen, the better. So it's like there's a part of them where it's like it's better to be on, like to be on.
Yeah, that's why 40-minute NBA games go for 4 hours, right?
NBA makes the AFL look like church, like in the way they behave. But yeah.
Speaking about other codes, so I was watching the Lionesses beat Italy. Poor Italy. Genuinely, it got to like, I wish I knew. I'm going to say the 87th minute. Like it was very late that Chloe Kelly, not Chloe Kelly. Oh, sorry. The other player, and I really wish I knew
Broden Kelly?
her name. No, it's really bad. She's Ghanaian. She plays for Arsenal. She found the equalizer.
Right.
I'm going to find her name and then.
Yeah, fair enough. There was
found the equalizer, and then Chloe Kelly didn't like miss the pen, but got the rebound, got it in. Very exciting. But the thing, so Beth Mead was dragged down, and that's the free kick was given because of that. But Chloe Kelly took the kick because Chloe Kelly is the best at taking pens in the Lionesses. But it made me think how much I love in the AFL. If a player is like if a player is awarded a free kick, that free kick, they have to take that. And it means that we get so many unlikely heroes.
Yes.
It's one of my favorite things.
Yes, there's no electing of the best kickers. I'll say 2 more news bits unless you have more that I've seen. while you're doing that is Prime is making the Drive to Survive team are making an AFL documentary series that they're going to start shooting soon.
I did have that as a news item.
Oh, you did?
Yes, but go. Keep on.
I'm just curious to see what it is, and they're not. There's like one Victorian team that they're talking about.
I have a hot take on that. A lot of people were saying like, why one Vic team? Why one Vic team? And I reckon, I know from watching Max Verstappen step away from Drive to Survive that the teams don't have final cut. So I reckon the teams that you're seeing are the ones that agreed to having no final cut.
I've got a take on that too, because
Yeah.
I know the way that Prime work, because Prime is closer to like a data company than it is to like a streaming platform. So I know that like they'll go, what postcode isn't subscribed? And they'll go, right, suburbs, let's make The Office.
Yeah.
Or they'll like, it's all based on, and they would have gone AFL in other states. Great. We just need one Victorian one. We make sure we hit all the other areas.
Yeah. And especially picking the Bulldogs, which a lot of people have sympathies for, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense. And Bont is the most loved person in the AFL.
Exactly, because it's going to follow stars, right? So it
Yeah.
might be, just a Bont or a Liver.
It's interesting. I actually, I said my intro to this was going to be Collingwood, Carlton, the Hawthorn fans are unhappy as Fremantle, GWS, Western Bulldogs, Gold Coast and Brisbane Lions are going to be included.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see what GWS person they pick. Surely it's got to be Finn, but you don't know.
I worry that because AFL fans, I think more than other sports, like I'll watch an NBA documentary about Karl Anthony Towns or Anthony Edwards because I'm interested in the sport. But I reckon, like, will Collingwood fans watch a Bont one? Do they care? Because, it's not Pies, I'm not interested. Or like,
Hard to say.
I would.
Yeah.
But I know with the last one they made, that was the problem with it essentially.
Yeah, hard to say, but I think external fans, right? Like,
That's
hopefully.
you want to build. You're hoping that the show, like F1 for most people, becomes I'm watching it as an alien of this, and I don't know it.
Exactly. That was my in for sure.
Yeah.
So if that's who they're targeting, it doesn't matter so much.
Great.
What was the person's name?
Well, I don't know how to pronounce it, and I don't want to get it wrong. That's why I'm not being
Fair enough.
When we stop, then we'll re-record. it.
Okay, great. I love that. And the other thing I was going to say is 25 years they're celebrating the anniversary of Marvel Stadium, the Dockland Stadium. Did you see this?
Yeah, because ABC Sport put up a tweet like, "What's your favorite memory from Marvel?" And all these people were actually like engaging with it, which I loved. I bet you can guess what mine is.
The Anessen.
It's the only time I've been incredibly unprofessional and I cried in the rooms. I shed one tear, just one tear.
Was it this year or last year?
2022.
2022. Essendon?
Paddington.
Essendon football game? What game would it be?
I have no idea.
I don't remember last
It's
year.
the same time I got my Essendon tattoo.
Oh, I don't know if I know this law.
Why would I get an Essendon tattoo in 2022?
Because they won.
Because a particular team entered the competition for the first time.
The W team?
Yes, AFLW. Essendon's
Yes.
first AFLW win. They beat Hawthorn in Essendon's first ever.
At Marvel.
At Marvel.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Oh my
I remember.
Oh, yeah.
So like packed, yeah?
13,000.
Yeah, the down bit, the bottom bit, yeah.
Yeah, so so it was originally slated for ETU Stadium, and then it sold out very quickly,
Yeah.
and so they moved it to Marvel, and they had 13,000, and Essendon beat Hawthorn, and then I went down to the rooms, got emotional, so I left because that's incredibly unprofessional. But then I also cried when Hawthorn beat Sydney a few weeks later at Punt Road, and that was Hawthorn's first ever win, and I also was wrapped up in the emotions of that, and so I was like, you know what, I'm just crying at all the games.
I think that's great. That is a great memory.
Yeah.
Do you have a favourite Marvel memory?
Absolutely not. I can't think of a single one that was positive, to be honest. Maybe when we went and watched Western Bulldogs beat Suns by 100 points.
And we sat in the. Are you still doing that thing? Because we sat in the cheers squad and we just sat with people from the podcast that was like 3 weeks
Oh, yeah, that
old.
was fun, yeah.
That was that game, wasn't it?
Yeah, we're doing that in like 2 weeks.
Yeah. He reckons. Yeah, I can't remember one good experience. I mean, the other day going to AFL HQ,
Oh my God, tell me about that.
I went and did a recording for Tagged, Sarah Hosking's show.
And Sarah Rowe, yeah.
And Sarah Rowe. And the Sarahs. And yeah, it was awful. And just awful. I'll never do it again. But it's a fascinating place, right? I don't know what I expected walking in there, but there's like a full cafe.
Also, I don't think that because people haven't seen the episode yet know that you had an awful time because of what they made you do. It just sounds like you hate AFLW players.
Well, spoiler, you must watch to see why I will never go on tagged again.
Yeah, sorry.
But you walk in and there's a whole cafe. You walk into a cafe.
Yeah.
And you've got to traverse a cafe to get into AFLW.
Yeah.
And you've got to convince the security guards that you're there for a reason.
Yeah.
And then you go in and then people come up and say hello and try and shake your hand. I go, I don't know you.
Sounds nice. Also, because when I walked into your recording, it was just you and like 6 women. It was it was just very fun.
Yeah. Then when I walked into the office area, there was like people going, like they had a tape measure out and they're going, how long is 15? I don't know. And then they were like, what, stand? That was really strange in the AFL house. It was all the things you'd think would happen.
Yeah.
No, it was just
Is the studio what you thought it would look like? Because it's the same studio they shoot like Round So Far and everything.
Yeah, that was nice. It was cool.
You stood where Kane Corn stands.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
But there was only one set of footprints. I don't know what the analogy is. I don't know. I'm saying Kane
He's a
Corns is
ghost.
Jesus or something. But no, it was fascinating. Great. Any other news? That's great news. That was great news. Thank you for that, Marnie. It's time now to do for the 4th last time in the men's, and then very soon we're going to be doubling this up. It's time for tipping. Hit it.
Tipping. Tipping.
Maybe the mark of the year Gary Moorcroft took at the Marvel Stadium was my favourite. I wasn't there. Jason McCartney coming back from the Bali bombings and like a goal-winning moment. That was sick. But tipping. It starts with Sam Doherty's last game this time tomorrow. Hawthorn with a returning Will Day versus them. I'm tipping Hawthorn. Anyone else? Any takers? Anyone takers for Carlton?
No.
Hawthorn by 50, I think.
Paddy in the corner saying he's going to tip Carlton.
All
It's like
right.
to really rev up and win the game for the retiring for their...
For Doherty.
A few weeks ago, I thought they'd show up for their coach, and they didn't bother. So we'll see if they bother to show up for
We'll
Doherty.
be saving it for this one. And then Friday night, the first game of 2, Marvel Stadium again, Essendon versus Bulldogs. This is...
Prime time.
Well, this is the Marvel game. I reckon Essendon versus Western Bulldogs at Marvel Stadium is the most Docklands game possible.
What happened last time they both played there at Marvel?
Something bad, I imagine.
Dogs won by 91 points.
Yeah, nice. I think the Moorcroft mark was one of my favourite moments was Gary Moorcroft, Essendon player, on Brad Johnson's shoulders at Docklands. And I also think of them and the 2000, the year this started, I'm just making shit up now, but the year that Essendon were just undefeatable, they only lost to the Bulldogs at Marvel Stadium.
Yeah, you're right.
So this is a Marvel game.
Yeah.
I'm tipping Dogs by 93 points.
Yeah, me too.
Let's see if they can do the 100. I'll tip Dogs by
Okay, great.
101.
Yeah, tipping the Bombers is losing by 95. Friday, also that night at 7:50, so it'll end at 3 in the morning, is GWS. Our first proper rivalry match, I would say.
Oh, yeah, it's rivalry round.
Yeah, rivalry round.
Yeah, okay.
Rivalry. NG Stadium, Giants versus... I love a Swans Giants game at NG.
Oh, my goodness. Can I? Oh, I actually don't want to spoil it in case they've done it
No, please. Well, yeah.
on purpose for them so they can do for their own podcast and stuff. But GWS put on their socials... It's gone.
They were saying that they've got their socials team's got to tread lightly. I saw that, and then they were
Oh my god! And all the comments were so funny. Maybe it's on Cinch. Sorry.
But no, I think Giants will do a rival winning game against Sydney Swans this week as Paddy steps in for Tom.
I think Tom's just gone to the toilet.
Yes,
I think Giants to win for me.
Giants to win.
Oh my god! I'm so sad I can't find this because it was really funny. It was like, what banner should they have?
Yeah. Did they
some of
delete it?
Oh, I can't find it. Some of the comments were really funny.
I saw. Yeah, I can't. We've lost a grand
gonna
final that
find this.
really hurt. Was it that?
Yeah, so that was the one that they put up saying we can't use this. But then people were commenting stuff that I was like, this is racist.
We lost to GF. That wasn't nice. We got smashed not once but twice. And then the comments are, Sydney is great. There is no hate. Don't worry, guys. At least one of us will make the 8.
Yeah. Clever.
Last Sydney Derby, we got smashed by you. Would join your September holiday, but we got business to do. That's
clever.
nice. Yeah, they're lovely. I love little rhymes.
I like this one from Nick. Bounce that pill. In the comments to that post.
Oh,
Really? Thanks, Nick.
Thank you, Nick. Flap your wings and hope for grace. We'll be smashing feathers all over them. This is just nice. People doing nice rhymes and rhythms. I'm tipping Giants but it will be closer than people think. I think Brody Grundy might have a day out again. I think it'll be good. What do you think, Paddy Tom?
A Paddy Tom. Errol Goulden makes this team so much better. I think the Giants have a better midfield. I feel like Tom Green's in a mood.
Hell yeah.
So who are you tipping though?
I'm tipping the Giants.
I don't know.
As is Tom. I'm just going to enter it for him.
Oh, it's so hard because I want the Giants to do really well and I want them to make a good run. But then it's just so much better of a storyline for us with Sydney to keep being their season's got a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Otherwise, their game just become irrelevant.
That's a good point. So yeah, Swans for the story.
Yeah.
But I think Giants are building very nicely. Saturday, Suns versus Brisbane, Q Clash, 1:20 at People First Stadium. So they're going down to Gold Coast. Brisbane at Gold Coast is the best. I love having to make these big clubs go to the expansion club team. That's great. No one's giving Suns a chance, and I think they've got a few injuries now that make me feel like I can't tip them. Rioli +2 is massive.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to tip Brizzy because I think they won't lose again this year.
Yeah, I'll tip Brizzy.
I think so. This is the most important Gold Coast game since last
You
week.
got to be negative to be Tom. There.
True.
They won't win.
Pessimism. Tools a shot with confidence. Rioli, lack of, gives us no pace off halfback. John Noble's got to do everything.
But what were you going to
Brisbane,
say?
I'm tagging him. It's funny how like 2 weeks ago.
You can
Sorry,
feel this
still
commentator's voice just...
Still congested, vocal rest. 2 weeks ago, everyone was like, oh, this game against Collingwood is the most important Gold Coast game ever, up to this point. And now if they don't win this game, they probably don't make finals, right? So
Suns?
Gold Coast. Well, they're in a bit of trouble.
Fucking hell. That would
Bit
be
of trouble.
As Jared Waitley keeps saying, whoever finishes 9th this year, it's devastating for them because there's 9 teams who should be playing finals. Great, I'm tipping Lions. Derby in Perth, Fremantle versus West Coast.
Well, seeing as, Fremantle beat Collingwood, they're losing to West Coast.
As Poppy Penny said on Monday.
Yes, but honestly, so I went to that game with a lot of dockers. I think every single docker came up and said that to me at some point during the evening.
If Fremantle lose this game, it's the worst thing to ever happen to them.
But funny.
Truly. 2% of people are tipping West Coast.
Because they're fighting for their spot to stay in the 8.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Is anyone going to tip the Eagles butt?
No.
No, of course, no. And then I guess this is a rivalry of colours in North Melbourne versus Geelong. White and blue versus white and blue.
Is Geelong wearing its funky clash strip for this game?
That'd be
the
nice.
white on blue? I think they might be.
It's at Marvel, so it's an away game for them.
Yeah.
So if they are,
That's
that makes
my
sense.
favourite clash jumper in footy, and they only ever wear it against North Melbourne.
really?
Interesting.
That's a reason to switch on for 5 minutes.
Absolutely.
Saturday night.
Dwayne Russell's special.
Cats by a million. Anyone?
Yeah.
Adelaide Oval, the showdown. Adelaide. This is huge for Crows. If Crows win this, then look out.
Yeah.
There's people who are tipping they're going to finish top of the ladder now.
Really?
Yes, because they're equal. They're a game behind. They're a game behind Collingwood, but ahead of them on percentage. So if they drop back, they could finish on top of the ladder. Insane.
Yeah.
Scary.
Cool. It's also it's also a decade on from the Phil Walsh.
Oh my God. Is that 10 years? Oh my God, I'm so old. I remember that morning, driving to my call center job and on Triple J, Kyron Wheatley saying, I've just heard this news about an AFL coach.
Yeah.
It was shocking. Shocking.
Yeah.
10
Andrew
years.
McGarry did a big tribute piece in the ABC about it. A lot of people engaged with it on socials, which was very cool. But yeah.
Oh my God, that was shocking. Shocking. Yeah, well, I wonder if they'll do something about them. I'm sure they will.
Surely. Crows.
Ken Hinkley was very close with him as well, wasn't he? He was an assistant coach at Power before he went to used to play basketball with my father-in-law, with Al. I'm tipping Crows. Welcome back, Tom.
Anything can happen in a showdown.
Yeah.
MCG 210, Richmond versus Collingwood.
Oh.
Back on the winning track, Collingwood, hey? What do you say, Paddy, about Uze being coach of the year and that's being a suggestion?
I think that's nice, but I don't think this year, no. I
But
think Matthew Nix is coach of the year.
He will be if they finish on top of the ladder.
Yeah.
Is anyone tipping Richmond here?
No.
No.
Marvel Stadium last game, 62% of people are tipping St Kilda to beat Melbourne, and quite rightly. I think we'll get out coached. I think the D's will show up, but not enough. Stephen May will be out. He has concussion.
Yeah, that tribunal's happening Wednesday night as we're recording.
Yeah. And everyone, that's one of those ones everyone's like, ooh,
Should we
really?
call Zeta right now?
Hey, what are you doing? That would be so funny.
Yeah.
Will we get
He
in
might
trouble?
pick up too. No, do it.
Really?
Yeah, he won't pick up. He's working at the tribunal.
Is it rude?
No, he'll think it's
Oh, okay, great. I'm going to ring David Zeta while he's covering the biggest
just-
tribunal.
What?
Hello, Broden.
Hey, David, how you going?
I'm well. Oh, stand by, Broden.
I just wanted to see, you want to go see
Darren
Superman at
Gaspar,
Hoyt's?
Scott Stevens and Jeff Gleeson.
Sounds like tribunal.
Yeah, that's tribunal chat. Jeff Gleeson is tribunal.
Sorry, Broden.
That's all, Jeep. What are you doing?
I'm waiting for the tribunal to finish deliberating.
Oh, is that tonight?
That's currently on.
What's going to happen?
Do you want to go
are
see?
you
Do you want to go see Superman?
No, I've already saw it last week with my brother. I'm seeing Fantastic Four tonight if I get there in time.
Jesus, wow. He's which way is it going to go, Zeets?
I think he might get off.
Oh,
I think.
okay.
Have you done your program yet?
You're live with us.
Oh, very good. Thank you for the.
Are you going to FOMO?
For the heads up.
Are you going to FOMO?
Marty there?
Yeah, hi. Are you going to FOMO?
Well, yeah. If I get, I've got FOMO, but I might go there afterwards. Yes.
What time?
Well, the movie doesn't start till 7:50,
All right, yes.
so I'm concerned.
Well, can
I
you
won't
just
get there
cover
in
it
time.
while watching Fantastic Four and watching everyone's daddy, Pedro?
He's in too many movies. Like, I don't know how many movies this bloke needs to be in.
He's everyone's daddy. That's what I saw on a TikTok today.
Yeah, and did you see
Right,
Vanessa
he's,
Kirby's
I
response?
think he's a good actor. I don't like. He's got a lot of roles.
You eating grilled?
Who's a better actor, Pedro
I have schnitz,
or
bro, not grilled.
Stephen
Schnitz,
May?
Schnitz.
Say again, Marnie.
Who's a better actor, Pedro or Stephen May?
Why is Stephen May an actor?
Because it's relevant.
We're trying to make it footy based. Well, Zeta,
Oh,
we
sorry.
we thought there was no chance you'd answer. So thank you for being a good sport.
No, when you call, I pick up the phone.
You
So
hear
does
that?
Marty too.
And
Just-
Marnie.
Just to put that out there.
And Tom.
And Tom, yes, Tom also, if he calls me, I'll answer Tom's call.
That's
I don't have
nice.
his number, so he may be one of the 6,000 telemarketers that call me, but I would answer his call. At least he already has to stay at the start.
Just a little scoop for you. You can take to your tweets, mate. Is there's a debut for the Wattle Park Animals this Saturday, who by the name of Tom. So just keep an eye out for that if you want.
All right. I'll
That's
be
one
there.
for you,
What
mate.
day's that?
Saturday, 11.
Okay, that's my day off, so I'll be there.
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
won't be there. I won't be there.
All right.
Sorry, Tom.
Have a good one, mate.
All right, all the best.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Doesn't seem that hard.
Yeah.
Just sit-
Should we cover the tribunal?
Yes. That'd be funny. Well, that's all the games. Oh, we're all tipping St Kilda, surely.
I don't know, actually.
At
Yeah.
Marvel, perhaps. Yeah. At Marvel, just because it's Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah, tips St Kilda.
Fair enough.
Melbourne are better.
I like that. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. You're tipping Saints?
Yeah, not confident, but
Yeah.
why not?
Well, a big, long episode. We covered a lot. How many sleeps till the W?
Oh, August 14th. So we're, 3 weeks away? I can't do maths.
Shit, yeah.
August 14th.
Great. There's preseason games happening now as well.
Yeah, so the unofficial ones kick off this weekend. Essendon Collingwood, 9:30 a.m. at Windy Hill. Whitten Oval has one on Friday night. I think Icon Park also has one on Friday night.
Hell yeah.
I'm very excited.
I actually miss Icon Park and going to the footy there, genuinely.
Also, the Essendon's first official pracky match is against North Melbourne. Great. So they can start their season off with this 80-point loss just for confidence.
GG's.
Did I see that there was a talk of AFL's looking at building another stadium?
No.
That's fake?
That was in the we can talk. That was in the strategy meeting that like media had, and it was very much so they were looking at what's been successful for women's sport overseas, and they said They used the example of Kansas City selling out 11,000 seat stadiums, and like, oh, maybe that's something we could do in the W, but it wasn't something that was actually put on the table as a serious thing that they're thinking about doing in the near future. And even if they were, why put such a capacity? Like, why put such a roof on it? Like, you're already selling out.
Yeah.
Like the showdown on, and that's at a stadium. Well, not a stadium. That's
it
at a
need a
ground
roof?
with what, like 8,000, 9,000. Oh my God, don't get me started on the roof stuff. Even all the vision from the Hawthorn game, people being like, this is why Tasmania needs a roof. It's like, okay, but imagine if every single game of your season was played in those conditions. You know, I know I'm on my soapbox all about it all the time, but it is just like, that's what the W play. Like, how is they ever supposed to get a good game if they're always having to play in the wind like that? Okay,
Agreed.
Sorry, done.
Have a great week, everyone. Enjoy the football. Enjoy Fantastic Four if you see it. I'm not. But if you do enjoy it, speak soon. Bounce that pill. And thanks for joining in, everyone. That was a long one. 240 hit. Zeets answered. There's people speculating, or not speculating, but saying that Riak Andrew just got 5 weeks banned when it's just been confirmed by Paddy in the corner, which we probably should have covered. Oh, do you want to do that name? Or do it after the record?
Yeah, we'll do it after.
Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone, for engaging. Is there any people in the chat we need to acknowledge since we've been here, Tom?
I don't think so. Not that I noticed.
Hell
Plenty
yeah.
of lovely comments and good chatting along, but nothing crazy.
Good vibes. It's lovely to see all the same names every week. Alrighty, we'll get out of here. Thanks to everybody. Bounce that pill.